Supply chain problems, the Taylor Swift example. This is Ken Boyd. So I noticed a Nicorette gun wrapper in a bathroom trash bin. My flight from Rome to New York City had been delayed by 4 hours, and the flight time itself was 9 hours and 40 minutes. We got to the Rome airport 3 hours before the scheduled departure, which made me think, when was the last time this passenger had a chance to smoke? That's a long, uncomfortable wait if you're a smoker and you're chewing Nicorette gum because you can't smoke. We all did a great deal of waiting for stuff during the pandemic. A dining room table I ordered took 9 months to arrive, to the point that I started to wonder if I ordered a table at all. People doing homework renovations had projects delayed for months, maybe a full year. Now look at it from the seller's point of view. Nothing is more frustrating than to get an order from a client that you can't fill. Not only do you lose the revenue, but you run the risk of the customer starting to do business with a competitor. If you can't deliver a product or service, when the client shows up, they may do business with the guy down the street. So there's a lot of risk. Which brings us to the importance of suppliers. Having reliable suppliers is critically important to a business. For example, if you maintain a clothing shop, you need quality products that your customers want to buy. You need a supplier who can find the right styles, sizes, and colors that your clients want. They need to provide a quality product that you need when you need it. And finally, the price that they charge you should be reasonable. On the other hand, if you make a product as a manufacturer, you need components for your product. A shoe manufacturer, for example, needs leather suppliers, somebody who can supply leather at a reasonable price and deliver a quality product on time so they can meet their production needs. In some cases, a few specific products drive sales to the rest of the business. We've all seen, for example, a display of shovels and rock salt at the grocery store before a snowstorm. If it's the 4th of July, you may see charcoal hot dogs and hot dog buns in a display. The grocery store hopes you'll come into the store because you really need that item, the shovel, the charcoal. And while you're there, you'll remember to pick up bread and milk or maybe some M&Ms if that's your thing. The shovel in that example may even be priced as a loss leader. The store may sell the shovel at a loss, hoping that you'll come into the store to buy other products that are sold at a higher price, higher profit margin, which brings us to Taylor Swift. This is from a Time magazine article in 2015, where Apple announced that it would launch its own streaming music service, but the launch would come with a 3-month free trial for users, months in which the artist would not be compensated for the money that was streamed. And Taylor Swift protested that she would not be going to pay royalties during this trial period. Apple backed down and agreed to pay the fees. Taylor Swift in 2015 is not only the biggest draw to users of the music business, she had influence over other artists. So the supplier, the person supplying the music, Taylor Swift, was driving the business and controlling the business, which was a streaming music service. So what about managing suppliers? In the case of Taylor Swift, the customer demand for the product outweighed the price paid for the product, which is the royalties. In other instances, you may determine that more than one supplier can provide a product for you. A common mistake in business is to chase a supplier who offers the cheapest price. Cheaper is not always better. There are other considerations. Quality, if the product has defects, the manufacturer can't use it in production. If you're a retailer, you can't hold it in inventory and sell a defective product. Timing, as mentioned before, a supplier may be able to ship your product when you need it. If you can't get products when you need them, you can't manufacture a product, you can't sell them to clients. And if that's not happening, you may lose business. Paying 10% less doesn't do you any good if the supplier isn't reliable. Variety of product. A big issue for many businesses is having too many suppliers. One way to address this is to find a supplier who can offer many products that you need, like a one-stop shopping for you, the business owner. If your suppliers can meet this requirement, you may be willing to pay more because you don't have to deal with so many different suppliers, streamlines your business. So consider all these factors when looking for suppliers. Meeting the needs of your customers is about more than just price, and you can use these tips to meet your clients' needs and grow your business. And for other great content on accounting and finance, you can go to my Substack, accountingaccidentally.com that you see pictured here. Thanks.